Eventually, I went to the camp from my church. My mother entrusted another kid my age to me, and he made her a promise that he would help me. But as soon as she left, he was a totally different person. He started out being really friendly with me when he was around my mother and father, but when we were left on our own, being with the other campers, he was not as friendly. He did not like me at all, and that really hurt me. He did not show any respect for my mother, and he started upsetting me and making fun of me, my fears of reptiles and amphibians. I felt that because of my behavior, I could not change for the better. I was carrying a whole lot of weight and was heavily sedated. It did not really matter how much confidence I had in my mind. It seemed like the medication and the environment that I was in did not want to let me go free. The other problem I had was my obsession over two other young ladies at the camp that were also my age. One did not really like me, and I wish I could have realized that. Another girl who was very beautiful started teasing me a little bit and we did not meet up very well. She was like me in her own different way, and she tried to encourage me at the end. Sometimes I was on the piano banging on it and she would show up. It was very confusing to me when I did not understand love and romance because I was only 13 years old at the time. Anyway, after that time at camp was up, my mother picked us up and we went back home. After the After the camp was over that Saturday, we went to church the next day and had service. Then me and this young man parted ways. I did not understand how my behavior there affected God, and at the end of this chapter, I will still not be able to understand because my behavior at the camp would get even worse. I would be the one picking up that same bad habit. But let's continue here. Ending that school year of junior high freshman and starting eighth grade, which would be junior high senior. Ending that school year of junior high freshman, I started eighth grade, which would be junior high senior. When I was given a babysitting job for the remaining week, I earned money for the job and was able to use the money to buy some school clothes. That was what really helped me to become responsible. Beginning the new school year, everything changed. Everything was totally different. I had a brand new teacher and one new teacher's assistant. I was not very excited about that at all. It was not what I wanted, especially when the teacher started giving me first and second grade level work. It really got me it really got me very angry and frustrated. But for the sake of Friday's barbecue and reward store every day, I kept my cool. However, I did not know how to talk to someone about this because a new vice principal came in and replaced one of the vice principals there. That is where things started to change on me. Time went by and we got a new teacher who I thought would be better, but eventually he turned out to be worse. We did not have enough knowledge. He did not have enough knowledge to teach me at a level that could challenge me, and and he would give me bad marks on my math word problem assignments. That really bugged me because I felt that those were false corrections. How, however, it was what he did. I decided that I would need to find out how to increase my curriculum. I began to fall away, and my behavior was growing even worse because of the frustration. He started giving us kindergarten work and making up excuses for it. He was very lazy and not very teachable. This really placed a heavier burden on me because seeing public high schools and how my family and relatives were highly educated, I had to deal with a teacher that was wasting our time. All right, let's continue. I was not independent either. It was like elementary school, even though the school went from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. There were some students who graduated 12th grade at the age of 22 years. So that was what made it difficult. The rules changed rapidly. The rules changed again very rapidly, and students were changing and moving to different classrooms, while other students just left and did not come back. I was the only student that remained in that classroom. The teacher started making an even bigger mess, and I was beginning to grow more envious of other people during my junior high school year. Christmas came again and passed. Then New Year's also came and passed, turning 1992 to 1993. I would go to counseling twice a week at the school, and I would talk to my counselor, and he was very helpful with me. He listened to me and he understood me very well. February came in and I got ready to go back to camp for a winter camp adventure for the weekend. That was my best camping adventure there because the kid was not there that weekend. I was very happy there at the camp, except for that one time where I had a cramp. I do believe that the devil was mad at me for having a great camping adventure. One of my favorite worship songs was The Battle Belongs to the Lord, which I was listening to as I write this. Battle belongs to the Lord. Probably that's probably what reminded me of. After that adventure, I went back to school again for business as usual. 1992-93 was fun. Also, I got a lot of nice things for my bedroom, which turned it into $1,000,000. I had a Super Nintendo, a lamp, an entertainment center, a set, an entertainment center set, an entertainment center set, and a desk. Also, I started bringing home history books, math books, and other books that were in the classroom. Since the teacher would not teach us properly, I had to get this on my own, or bring it, or bring in, or bring in my books to study. Of course, I started going ahead of myself, and it was not long before the teacher started slowing down and began doing more talking about the same subject all day. He then would make us just watch movies, go out on the same field trips every day, every time. Our academics were getting cut more and more. After Easter, I started getting harder. It started get After Easter, it started getting harder to learn. There were many teacher assistants coming and going, and there were some who were mean and arrogant, while others were patient and understanding, though strict. The rules changed that the rules changed the rules changed that from now on, if we acted out throughout the week that would not affect our barbecue or activities, but it would affect our reward store. However, if our behavior was bad the afternoon before or the morning of the barbecue and activities, then that would affect it, meaning that we would not be allowed to participate in the barbecue or activities. Instead, we would be in a room all day doing schoolwork packets on our own without anyone helping us. We would need to read and understand the materials. I felt that was better than the way they began to change things. Being at home and not being allowed to go outside, I was so bored that I began eating so much and not cleaning up the house that like I was supposed to. That was really where my health started to deteriorate. It was nearing Mother's Day and my behavior was so bad that I got written up. However, I would never show these reports to my mother. However, it was not until my mother found one of the notes that was written up, which was very bad. And I lost the money that I would have earned to buy my mom's Mother's Day present. That was very difficult for me because I have not had an opportunity to have that amount of money before. One day during counseling, I wanted to plan a picnic to honor a couple of new students that my counselor was assigned to, plus my classmate who also had the same counselor. The picnic was moved back to the summertime. Now, I was helping out in one of the classrooms with other students, but I started picking up some the same bad habits that the staff and teachers were picking up. More to come later. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to be continue this and do it again. We're gonna have to do this video again.